Hello everyone and welcome to the live stream. Today is day 31 of the Trailblazer Reloaded League. So 1 full month since the beginning of the league. And I was thinking actually, we'll do a small little mini stream today. It's basically just a reflection of the stuff that's happened so far in the leagues, what has, my thoughts on everything. Like Relic's choices, regions, etc. I know they added, I think some like statistic things on the official RuneScape channel on what exactly people chose, etc. So I'm gonna give my my thoughts on it, as well as my personal opinions on both accounts, and see how things play out. Anyways, hello everyone in the chat. So the stream's only gonna be for like maybe 1, maybe 2 hours. Mainly because Pokemon just had a DLC and I want to actually try that. So small little excuse to having a shorter RuneScape stream today. Anyways, yeah, so we're on my main account for Fest. I'm going to be swapping between my main and my Iron periodically. I'm just setting up my Iron Fest to do some crafting. I'm trying to at least get 199 for the stream. Okay, so we'll set this up. Okay, there we go. Now it's just chopping chisels or sapphires. Anyways, so 1 full month. Yeah, so the league will last, I think, until January 10th. So shy of 2 months, if I recall. And we're at the halfway mark. I'm pretty sure of it. So this is, of course, my Subject Sorcerer account, my main account that I've been playing League since, I want to say, late 2019. That's when the first leagues came out, and I've been a Dragon Cup user ever since, and I want to at least keep it that way. Even though I don't play this account too much on old school. I play normally my Iron Seto account on old school now, but that's besides the point. Yeah. I will say, at least for this league, it's been way less stressful than keeping way less stressful in terms of getting to Dragon. I think I'm literally like, oof, where am I? 3.6k off into Dragon, which is not a lot. Like that's like very easy to do. Like Inferno alone, which is something I'm gonna probably do in the next stream, was it 400 points for the cape, 200 points for turning in the cape. That's 600 points. So that's right about like there, like less than 3,000 until I'm done. Then I have all those little Jad tasks, like the 4 Jad, the 5 Jad, the 6 Jad, doing all of them for their achievements. So that's like maybe another 1,000 points right there. And then I still have clue scrolls. Like, believe it or not, I still actually haven't done my elites and masters to get some points on this account yet. So this account's basically set. It's basically Dragon. My other account, on the other hand, not so much just yet. Oh, 1 second, I just got a mate. Oh, hi. Okay, Nate say he'll actually join, so that's actually pretty good. Hello there, Fartrain. Oh yeah, Rough Eyes, yes, the stream is extremely early on my, because we're going to be doing Pokemon today. Anyways, what was I saying again? Oh yeah, that's right. This account, yeah, let's just say it's basically Dragon at this point, and we're only a month in. I don't know what we'd be doing after the Dragon rank, because it doesn't matter if you're, the lowest rank, which actually I'm going to check real fast. My current rank on this game mode for my main account is a whopping 4,000 exactly. Holy moly. I'm exactly ranked 4,000, guys, in terms of league points, of course. We don't talk about total level because, people do weird things like try to go for rank 1 on a skill, try to do like most efficient method for, was it 2.4 bill, whatever the stupid thing is for all maxing, whatever. I don't know what it is. But yeah, so I just look at, hey, I'm maxed, that's all that matters. I don't care about the rank afterwards. But league point ranks, that's where it matters. So currently 52,330 points and rank 4,000 on the dot. And compared to last league, I am not ranked in any of the top like 10 of a boss kill, because if you're ranked high on a boss kill, either you really, really, really love it and or the boss pet, or you're extremely dry like I was during Barrow's last league with not getting my Darok Plately, I think, one of those Derek's items, and I was literally rank 1, and that was not fun. Everyone else was having fun getting, you know, to whack like hundreds with their Derek's. I was still trying to get my Derek's. But yeah. Let's see here. I guess the other thing I want to show is just the bank progress for 1 full month. So I'll do my main account first, and then we'll head over to my Iron Fest. Like I said, on my Iron, I'm just chiseling gems to hopefully get 99 crafting before the end of the stream. So, main tab. This is just where everything gets dumped into and then organized later. Then this is my transportation tab. Also anything league related. So like the last recall, the mushroom, the noter, the axe. Basically all my important things right here. Third tab, or I guess second tab technically, is herb lore. So all my herbs, all my potions, etc. The next tab is on my food tab. I believe on my other account I changed this one to also be my herb lore my farming tab, because I don't have access to a seed box. Oh, actually, speaking of, since I'm already at the farming guild, I'm going to quickly just show my seeds. I still do contracts on this account. I just finished one right now, and I don't have Farmer's Fortress, so that means I'm doing it the old-fashioned legitimate route compared to everyone that had it that just instantly got their 150 contracts instantly. Yeah, so I'm just going to scroll down. This isn't too fancy. I do occasional farm runs, but I do have a collection of like Ranars and Snapdragons that is pretty nice. So if I ever need to go do some of those, I will. Although I will say making super restores is more of a pain in the ass than making prayer potions, that's for sure. Got a lot of magic seeds. Holy moly. I'm just looking at these numbers, I'm like, wow, that's a lot of seeds. And dragon fruit, which I think I only plan on like once. I really don't care about the XP on planting things. Nor I don't actually go around and doing for true ones. I think I literally have like 2, and one of them is in the farming guild, which I need for contracts anyway. So it's not even, I'm not even like bothered doing it. Same with Calquats. I could go do a Calquat run. I just CBA, and I keep on forgetting to plant these. Actually, I'll plant one right now. Let's see what that one is. I think it lasts for disease. Yeah, we'll do that real fast. I'm pretty sure this one's for disease. Okay, and like I said, we're at 1 month in, and I have been actively doing contracts. So we are at, let's see here. Oh, no, I want an easier one. I want to actually see my contracts numbers. This will be one hell of a lot. Not yet, basically. Well, yeah, so basically, this night will consist of a little bit of RuneScape at the very beginning. You know, this 1 or 2 hours, and I'll talk with Nate in a bit so we extend this little thingy. And then Pokemon for the rest of it. Anyways, I have completed a whopping 92 contracts. Wow, and that's vanilla. Keep in mind, that's full time of things growing. So yeah, I could definitely get the 150 task, which sounds nice on paper, but it's only like 40 points. It's very low, maybe even 80, so it's still like, eh. But people with Farmer's Fortune got it like instantly. All you do is just plant whatever the assignment is, plant it there, and it instantly grows. Click it, get the seeds, rinse and repeat. Anyways, back to the tab. So yeah, the 2 primary sources of things, of course, farm ones, sharks, which I actually need to go get some sharks before I do any more PVO and nature. Yeah, we could do that right now while I talk about random things. And let's see here. There isn't anything else here. It's just a bunch of junk. It's just mainly those are the 2. This was birdhouse runs, and that's of course stuff for ultra compost. Nothing too fancy. Skilling tab. A lot of coal, don't know where I got it from. A lot of gold, same thing, I don't know where I got it from. A bunch of views, also still don't know where oh, actually I got the 1000, this is from Giant Mole recently, that's the reason why I was so much. So if you want to use in the league, just go kill your Giant Moles, easy. Which honestly, now I'm thinking about it, I should probably do it on my, no, my Iron doesn't have Asgard anymore. I take that back, The Mahoganies I've been getting from TOA, a bunch of gems from TOA. A bunch of Dragonstone from TOA, my god. I like how at the very beginning of any Iron Man account, it's always a struggle to get these things, and then bam, you just get a lot of them. You have too many to actually do anything with. Tiaras, gems. I still need to go. Oh, that was the other grind I was going to do. I need to go to grind worms. to get the harpoon as well as some throwing knives. That's hopefully my next grind. And of course, we don't talk about these. I know Bible doesn't like talking about it when I mention it, but yeah. 184,000 bronze darts. Totally didn't fletch these. They just appeared in my bank. So the next tab is my combat stuff. Everything on top is basically best in slot, or at least close to best in slot that I currently have. So on the top, melee, so whip. Well, technically it would be Fang, but you know, whip just for aesthetics. Actually, I just recently got the Torva full helm, if you guys missed that part in the stream, I think, last time. So this is actually pretty good. In fact, I think... I wonder... if I go to max hit, it says I have a max hit of 31, 32 now. And if I go to Karis, oh, it doesn't calculate the Karis. That's cute. I need that for the task. Come on, max hit. Why are you doing this to me? Nope, it does not have an ability for it. Well, that's lame. Anyways. Let's see. And of course, range is my preferred style because of my relics. I'm almost 200 mil, which is insane. And as you know from the whole thing of all my league stuff, I just go Zerite, Ruby, and Spec. I know there are people that actually do Phoenix necklaces. I should be doing that for some cases, but my go-to is literally as soon as I spec, Shark Chrome 1, just heal back up. It's more cost efficient and also less time consuming to actually make the stupid necklaces. That's just my opinion, of course. Some people like to not having a delay when it comes to that. I may do it for if I have to do a speed task or whatever, but for casual play, Shark Chrome 1's the way to go. And then of course the magic one, which unfortunately I have access to only Ice Barrage. So I have very slow magic attacks. Was it 5 tick? I don't even have a power staff until I get the staff, which also will be a 5 tick, but at least it's a powerful 5 tick. Without any delay when auto casting, which is the other issue when it comes to this setup. But yeah, nothing too fancy there. Got the Dragon Warhammer 21kc. Very nice. I got 2 God Swords out of the 4. I still need to go back for Armado and Sarah. Technically next, but I'll do next some other time. I don't want to grind it out right now. And depending on how I feel, because like I said, I'm very close to Dragon. Literally, there's a lot of master tasks that I don't even need to do. But, you know, extra points for, I guess, the end part of the league for buying things. But realistically, I rarely buy anything. I have 164,000 points on my main account just chilling there ever since the first league. I buy only a very, very, very small amount of things. In fact, I think the only time I actually spent money was buying the blueprints back when Twisted League came out, and only because they were 30-something mil. They have crashed significantly because now you have points from other leagues you could buy it from, so it's not as prestige compared to how it was before. This is a free 3 mil alch. They're very nice. I probably would dump one of these into Death Coffer because it's only less than 50k alch with 60 mil thingy. So yeah. Bunch of bolts, nothing too fancy. Was experimenting with some of these bolts for dragons, only regular metal dragons, and they're alright. Probably won't use as many, but I needed something better because I can't use dragon bolts against dragons. It negates the attack. Yeah, anything else down here? Yeah. So this tab is my loot tab, basically loot and I guess skilling outfit tab. So anything that's from drops will be in here. So all the heads from things, stuff for crafting, next stuff, cannonballs, stuff, Dragon Balls, Dragon Balls. The outfit for skilling, as well as any miscellaneous things for alching in the future. Granted, I don't need money right now. I'm 11 mil. And yeah. And then the final thing is just my junk tab. So anything junk related and or if I'm working on clues will be here. So stuff the stuff they gave in the very beginning, these cosmetic things, the pouches, which we don't really use because you have the banker's note. I only use it for the task, and that's pretty much it. All the beginner clues, because we're done with beginners and they keep on giving beginners for everything and I just can't disable them. Purple sweets, you know, pages because they're useless. All the books from TOA, so I don't get these again whenever I'm killing the things. Dark Journal, I believe that's for the Abyss, so that means I don't ever have to talk to the thing again. I could be wrong. A bunch of things from Clues, the potions I was doing for that 1k task that I can't even use these for because they're kind of useless. Runes that are combinations of the variety, and also astrals. And I think technically I could use the fossils. Not really as useful, but yeah, ecumenical key is very useful. My cat very useless. Graceful, I don't think I'm going for full graceful. It is not worth it. And also I hate agility with a passion. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's my bank. Now, switching over to my other account. Wow, look, it's Iron Seto. He's chopping. I'm Skull too. Oh no. Just kidding, since got right in front of me. So on this account, all I'm doing is quickly doing some crafting, but we'll pause that for a second. So the first tab is a little of a mess, but it was way messier a few days ago. I finally got a chance to organize at least this account. So 1 month in, what do we have here? So infinite money, because this account actually has the Relic, which I'm going to be talking about relics in just a bit with Nate. Nope. What the hell? Why did it do that? It went... Okay, that was weird. That was weird. Anyways, yeah, so we have the runes that we buy with Fire Sale. We have this is similar to my other account that's basically anything from the League as well as transportation stuff. As you can tell, it's a little bit messier on this one. I believe also I just put my outfits in this one. Mainly, I don't actually make jewelry stuff. I just teleport to my house because I have the 9 construction. Had it very early on, so there's no need to do it. Technically, I will also in the future have the ability to make all the jewelry stuff except for the wilderness, because I need the, what's it called? The ring. I need the Ring of Wealth to be enchanted, which I can't do. Herblore tab. I will be working on Herblore in just a bit. I just need to get some seeds and actually just plant things. Herblore is a free 99 with Farmer's Fortune. It is actually insane how many herbs you will get, because it's ×3 per pick. Also, you have a chance of saving the seeds. Secondaries will be the only issue here, so I'm probably have to just focus on things like a farm secondaries, like limpet roots, potato cactus, snake grass. The next tab, like I mentioned before, food tab, but also my seed tab, because I don't have access to a seed box in this account. Yeah, same thing, just buy chrome ones, buy sharks, but I don't have to use these as much compared to the other account, because one is not the ranger using the ZCB spec, as well as it's not a banknoter. So actually I have a limited amount of space of using this stuff. Nothing too fancy here. Of course, skilling tab, exactly the same layout as my other account. Granted, a few things moving because I don't have, like, you know, a fishing rod for that. So a bronze axe is just there for a placeholder. The funny thing is, on this account, I thought you could actually buy the ores from the Celtigrim area. And no, apparently they disabled that shop for some bizarre reason. I don't know why, in Leagues. The League is supposed to be a broken game mode. I wanted to have a broken method of just buying ores. Is it that hard? Apparently so. I had almost 9,000 willows. This is all from me chopping. I actually banked every single one of them whenever there was AFKing. Oh yeah, speaking of, yeah, for the past month or so, I've just been hard AFKing anything. I finished pretty much everything, and I'm just AFKing a little bit of crafting right now. There isn't any left. I'm pretty sure I have mining left. That's probably me just going for stars. And after that, I have nothing. I'm also just quickly just max at that point. I will say, like I said, we're going to be talking about relics in a bit, but the saving grace on this account, I underestimate how well these stupid boots are, and I'm already 95 agility. I don't have to touch agility for anything besides, like, maybe the 50 rooftop laps, etc. Yeah, that's basically it. Just it saves me from actually struggling, because I was struggling even at 99 on my main account. Yeah. Anyways, back to the bank. Skilling supplies, nothing too fancy. Did buy a bunch of those. Never got to use them all because I already got a 99 with them. I was like, oh, that was fast. Anyways, and then of course combat tab, which compared to the other account is extremely lackluster. It is so pitifully bad. Even my mage setup that is my highest DPS, I look so bad in this outfit. Like, this is my mage. I look so stupid. I like the cosmetic thing, the cosmetic one over that one, but this one has literally no stats. Ice Splash still a lot. It's insane. Anyways, besides that, did get some upgrades recently with Zenites, so that's nice. But I did a raid last night with Nate on this account. It could have gone better. It was a struggle, definitely on hitting certain phases. Like Mage just does not work on Baba. It is pretty bad. But yeah, we got some throwing axes for DKs, which I'm probably going to go back eventually. Once I get Dragon on my main account, I'm going to be focusing on the other account primarily because, you know, I want Dragon on both accounts. It makes sense. And at least compared to last league and previous leagues, I have the ability of AFKing in the second account and preparing it to full-on play once I get to the other one, Dragon. Compared to the other way around before, I could not focus on a second account until I really hard AFK'd something like, you know, 25 fight caves on the last account because I had AFK'd, so I might as well do something else. But that means the other account would never get Dragon. I think the highest one I got for this account was like Mithril. Anyways, yeah, so, yeah, nothing else fancy down there. Once again, Junk Tab, which is really funny because I just bought a crap ton of things from the shop. Never gonna use them, but it is kind of hilarious just to see this stuff on the ground. Look at that. Just casually 754 mil. And then if I drop this on the ground, it breaks the game. It actually breaks the game. It's too high of a value. I wonder. There we go. So 1.3 bill, just for 144 of that. Also, I used to use this. If I ever need actual money, just buy this out for, was it 4.8 mil? So pretty easy. And yeah, I will have to go do these dragon bone or these Dagonoth bones for this. I need to get my prayer up. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing Soul Wars for the last bit or just standard prayer stuff, but whatever. And the last one is literally a junk tab. All these seeds, never gonna use them. Can't use this Bori. Same thing with the cosmetic sink, can't use them. I still need to do some clue stuff to get this thing out of the way. But yeah, for the most part, yeah, that's pretty much it. And skill-wise, that's my current skills right now. My current points, 30,000. I am currently ranked Adamant. So I'm basically halfway on this account. Like I said, pretty nice because I've been working on this on the side just so that I can have a little boost once I'm done with the main account. At least in terms of actively going for points. Yeah, okay. So, on to the second half of this stream. Let's talk with Nate and let's discuss some Relic stuff. Like thoughts and regions and just overall thoughts of the league. So I'm going to call him real fast. Hello.
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 Hi.
Nate.
What's up, Sweato?
Good, good. I am currently just doing a mini stream. We're going to also play Pokemon afterwards. The DLC came out, so I'm actually more excited about that right now.
Nice.
Although I'm trying to avoid all YouTube videos because I'm seeing people post. I'm like, damn it, no, I can't spoil. I want to see what happens.
Must not spoil about it.
But yeah, so right now I was just going through my bank, going through just skill stuff and whatever. Like I said, we're 1 month in, which is already insane. That's already been 1 month since the start of the leagues. Yeah, main account's actually like 4k points off. Like I could easily get that. I just need to go do Inferno and some other shenanigans.
Yeah, that's gonna be super easy.
And then main Iron could be the next focus afterwards. It'll be very nice to have Dragon on 2 accounts.
Yeah.
Very doable because we don't have to worry about the 1% anymore. But yeah.
Well, this league just felt a lot easier.
Yeah. Points were manageable. No 1%. And we got back our half attack speed because I'm pretty sure we didn't have attack speed in the last league. We had more damage, but we didn't have attack speed.
Yeah. We did get our attack speed back. Last league was just like crazy damage. It was just like swinging and you hit.
We had the Knife's Edge and it had like the Bandos one.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them were just good on damaging, but of course, like I mentioned before, no attack speed increase, which that was the thing from the first Trailblazer happened, and now we got this one, a better version of that version.
Yeah, but it's better than the previous league, because like things like the Scythe were 3 tick and now Scythe is 2 tick.
Mm-hmm.
So everything kind of got a buff.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Anyways, so I just want to discuss I guess let's talk about relics, regions, etc. Of course, they did release like statistics, but of course, playing 2 different counts and like pretty much like 2 sets of relics kind of give like an insight on both sides of the argument. Definitely when the whole like banker node versus fire sale was going on, we know who the real winner is, right, Nate?
Oh, bankers know 100% wins.
100%. After playing both accounts, I find banker's node to be the #1 relic choice of that tier. We'll go down why in just a bit, but yeah, it is pretty interesting to like just play with them, get the feel of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's see here. First relics, we have Endless Harvest, Production Prodigy, and Trickster. We know who the loser one is. We don't have to like discuss which one was the loser.
Endless Harvest was so bad.
It was by far the worst. Like, it is hilarious that it's only 2 times. You know, the one in Twisted League was 3 times.
Was it 3 times?
Yeah, in Twisted League it was 3 times.
That's sad.
Yeah, they nerfed it, and it's still bad. Even if they were to buff it back to 3, it will still be bad. Like, they had to make it maybe 10 times and make it so your things didn't deplete to make it actually viable to compete with the other 2. That's how much of a buff they needed, but they nerfed it. They hard nerfed it.
Yeah, that they did. I think after playing around with Trickster quite a bit, I think I don't know. I see Trickster being useful for getting early game out of the way, and then for the rest of it, like it's late game for what's the name of the one that we took?
Prodigy. Yeah, it's
Prodigy.
That's how I feel. I played on both accounts. So my main account has Prodigy. My Iron has Trickster. Trickster is very good for early game. The only thing I think is good for late game is so that if you're passively having those boots on, you don't have to worry about agility ever. Like it's a free 99 by never actually doing agility ever. So that's like the only saving grace I have. Also, I forgot to mention that in some relics, it is almost it negates another tier one. Like for example, we're just talking about Endless Harvest. Banker's Note basically negates the whole thing of it. Like, what's the point of having infinite banking? Or was it auto banking when you could just note it right there and just keep on mining or keep on chopping?
Yeah, there's no point. Baker's Note just made everything somewhat easier as far as comes to skilling and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some relics kind of complement another one if you're missing it. Like for example, what's it called? Trickster. You know, like how you get basically good money early game. You don't have to worry about things. If you chose that, then basically Fire Sale becomes useless because you'll basically passively get money for doing anything. And also, it is a good AFK. Like if you need AFK something for 25 minutes, Trickster. better than Endless Harvest, that's for sure. Which is ironic because people chose Endless Harvest to AFK, but not knowing that Trickster just does that but better.
Trickster definitely was very AFK. It was nice.
Yeah, you already got your 50 mil on your other account, right?
Oh, I got like 100 something mil. I was gonna go for 200 mil, and then I got a beaver skilling pet, so gonna go for Rocky, but that's already done.
Yeah, my main account. Oh, not my main account. Iron's at 62 mil, and yeah, I did that on like the second day. I'm like, damn, I need to stop. I need to go AFK something else. Like, damn, it was super fast. It's a free 50 mil. Like, it is, what's it, 600 points, I think?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's insane. Like, if you
just by getting time to AFK.
Yeah. Which is, like I said, ironic that people chose Endless Harvest AFK when if you want AFK, Trickster was the way to go.
Yeah, Production Prodigy was definitely not AFK in the slightest.
Yeah, that's the one downside with Production Prodigy is that you have no AFK. In fact, literally as we're speaking, I'm making diamond necklaces and I can't AFK because it's just instant.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, there's a drawback between that. Um, I still think Prodigy is nice. Definitely like Herblore. Herblore is a fun one because, um, what's it called? Whenever you clean herbs, you get a chance of proccing. Whenever you make him to unfinished, you have a chance of proccing. Whenever you make the potion, you have a chance of proccing. And the cheese is if you have the botanist necklace and it procs the first or a few early ones, it procs for every single one of them afterwards, and it only uses one charge.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah, so
Pretty crazy.
yeah, so like on this account, I barely done any herblore. I think the hardest thing for me was not using any herbs and just using the crap ones just to make the 1000 for that one task. Because you can't make your own, you have to ask the person to do it, which doesn't benefit from your relics.
Yeah, I mean the only reason why I got that one done is because I had Fremi for the special words for the special kingdom, and I just gained herbs passively like that, so I didn't even have to worry about that.
Yeah, I think on my other account since that for me, I've been using it on seeds because I'm just gonna plant things and have was it farming harvest, endless harvest? I forgot what's it called? Farmer's Fortune. I keep on getting the names mixed up. Farmer's Fortune.
Yeah.
Just to like get the herbs that way passively.
For the longest time, I was calling the other one Endless Harvest Farmer's Fortune, just because they're similar.
Yeah, they're very similar. They have that feel. But yeah, I know a lot of people dread agility, so maybe that's the reason why like there's a higher amount of people choosing Trickster than Prodigy. And judging from the numbers here, so it is 64 for Trickster and 25 for Prodigy. We don't talk about Endless, of course. I guess that would make sense. A lot of people didn't want to like grind a lot of like boring things, agility being one of them. As we mentioned before, though, I think Trickster falls off after a while, but Prodigy is good for endgame.
Yeah, I think that one of the most beneficial things as far as production Prodigy was that plus 12.
The plus
that
12,
plus 12
yeah.
Was fantastic.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That actually, because I'm already maxed to like, I was like, oh yeah, that's right. That's why my thing's 11, 11, 11.
Yeah, that's why we were able to get like so much stuff done in the beginning, like making prayer potions or smithing things, stuff like that. Getting crafting done and out of the way with early because we could boost.
Yeah, we have a permanent boost, which also had to disable the rune I plug in that tells me boost on the side because it was always in my screen.
Yep.
But yeah, I completely forgot about that because there were some tasks that were like, do like, let me think here.
It was like make the bronze in the beginning, the bronze fell home and the bronze plate skirt. We could instantaneously do that in the first hour.
Yeah. And of course, everything in the very being very nice for free fast points because you want your relics and your regions ASAP. But yeah. That, of course, that plus 11 thing means nothing now because I'm already max. But yeah, getting to it, that was the important thing. Yeah, glad you mentioned that. I completely forgot about that secondary effect.
Yeah. What other things were good? Yeah, I think that I got to try out the chin Trickster for the first time today, and that was just so fast. Getting double chins just instantaneously was nice. To be able to just blow through or if you have Kandarin, the 150 chins, or if you have Tailwind, the 300 chins.
Wait, that works?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I need to go do that on my other account then. That's like half the speed then. Holy.
Oh yeah, it's so fast. You get double chins from it.
Wow. Okay, well, things good to know, I guess. And it's also you don't fail, right? It just instantly goes in the trap.
It just goes into the trap. I think that like a total of the couple hundred chins that I caught, I failed like twice.
Wow.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Okay. So on to the second relic, Fairy's Flight versus Globetrotter. I chose Fairy Flight on both accounts because it's actually the winner. I don't think anyone really thought Globetrotter through. In fact, I'm gonna pull this up because it's just hilarious, like how bad it is. Okay, Globe
There are a couple of benefits. Well, in the end, Fairy Flight definitely won.
Yeah.
But there were a couple of case-by-case scenarios where it was kind of close.
The only thing that I saw that Globetrotter had over Fairy Flight was that you had access to like skilling necklace teleports, which in most cases you wouldn't have because Legends Quest and or Myth's Guild were locked behind Fremennik because you couldn't do Asgardia and Kandarin for most of the things for Legends and Myths. So people that had Fremennik, of course, had auto unlock for that. And also it wouldn't matter because like if you didn't have Fremennik, you still didn't have access to the gold leaves, which if you wanted to just at least put it into your house so you don't have to worry about having multiple like a multiple for charges, whatever you want to call it, you still can't do that because you need gold leaves.
Yeah, that's very, very true.
Yeah, that was like the only thing I saw that was a limiting factor because, like, for example, me running to the mining guild every few times to do either a clue step or friggin' I forgot what the stupid thing, the Motherlode mine, whenever I had to go AFK real fast. I had to run from, I think, Falador Park with the fairy ring or the fairy thing to that area because there was no fast teleports.
Yeah, that's very true. I did see a couple of people choose the... I don't even know the name of the second relic. One sec, let me pull it up.
Second relic, Globetrotter?
Yes, Globetrotter. I did see a couple of people choose Globetrotter based on their regions just because they didn't have very many farming patches or the spirit trees weren't going to be accessible to them as much. And people who chose like the wilderness and stuff chose that one, but you can still teleport out with Fairy's Flight above 50 wilderness. So it's still one.
I thought they patched that for this one.
From what I noticed, some people were saying that you could use it.
Really? Here, let me double check because I thought they patched it for this league. Give me 1 second. I want to actually see if this is true, because I know for a fact that was a thing back in the first Trailblazer, because only like less than 2% chose Fairy because that was the same tier as Last Recall. So only a very small people had the Fairy, as well as a very small people chose Wilderness. So Jaggy says fine, we'll just leave it for the people that are really suffering in the league. It doesn't say anything that they patched it, at least from what I can see. Well, okay, let's assume they didn't patch it.
It's still better.
Well, yeah, it's still better than Globetrotter. Globetrotter has all the stuff from the POH, not the POH thing. So if you already chose Fremennik, well, you're gonna already have basically everything for free in the future. So if you chose Fremennik, it's useless. Oh, 1 second. Oh, okay. Well, that's an interesting surprise. I just got 25 mil magic XP.
Hooray!
I was like, what the hell? I'm just here slow enchanting Phoenix necklaces while I'm talking. I couldn't think of anything else to AFK. And here I hear a little noise. Dun, 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 dun.
I'm running around doing tasks so I can unlock my next area on my other account.
Nice. But yeah, oh yeah, Globetrotter, that's right. So, other thing I found my Globetrotter to be kind of because remember, it does give you a crap ton of teleports. However, you're not going to use a fraction of those because of the region locks. So, like, for example, I had, let's Asgarnia, Desert, and Zaya. If I was to choose Globetrotter, I'll have a whopping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wait, actually, no, I take that back. There's a few things. So I remember some teleports. I'm not sure if it actually applied. Confirm if you can, Nate. On my other account, I couldn't put like the Draenor Manor teleport, for instance, in my house because I needed Zaya favor, which I couldn't get Zaya favor because I don't have access to Zaya. But I had the access to the Nexus as well as I had the runes in my inventory. It wouldn't let me. Do you know? Do you know if you had to have Zaya for those type of teleports?
You'd have to have it for those kinds of teleports. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm just assuming, just because you have to have access to the spell book.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. Okay, let's assume that it auto did it for you. Even that, assuming, okay, that means I would have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay, anyways. Okay, around like 30 of them. However, well, that's the funny thing. Even though I said a lot of them, here actually let me exclude the free ones because I don't think about like having access to stuff in Mistala and Karamja is kind of redundant. So let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. For my regions, it looks like it's around 10 or so teleports that isn't the free ones you get.
Mm-hmm.
And out of those things, so let's see here. RCS Library, you have access, if you have the ferry flight, you have access to the ferry ring that's right there, the CIS. So that kind of makes that one redundant. Battlefront, I don't think that actually is a useful one. I think that's the one that's like in Narnia. That's like next to the Farming Guild. So assuming that even if you choose the Farming Guild, or choose it to go to the Farming Guild, there's a closer teleport to it. The CIR ferry ring right there. So yeah, that one's useless. I do remember the Battlefront actually being useful in Twisted League because that was like one of the two only teleports you had, and that was the closest way to get to the ferry ring because, or not the ferry ring, the Farmers Guild, because ferry rings couldn't be used in Twisted League. That's like the only time I've ever used that teleport. Draenor Manor, same thing. There is a teleport for Draenor Manor, but there's also a teleport with the ferry ring or the ferry flight to the Leprechaun, so it makes that one redundant. Let's see, going down Falador's.
I feel like Draenor was the hardest place to get to.
Yeah.
Until I was able to get a glory.
Current's Castle. That one, there's like 2 other teleports, as well as you could just load some if you really needed to. So kind of useless. Lasser Ice Mountain. That one actually was a decent one. However, that's only they're good for clues. I think there's like 2 clues up there for mediums, and that was it. So yeah, it's a very
not very
niche,
many.
Yeah, it's a very niche one. I mean, yeah, I fine. I'll give Globetrotter 1, just 1 point for that one. That's the only one I could think of that a ferry flight isn't close by. Mine Altar, the same thing. Like it's whatever. It's a very niche teleport. It can't even tell. It can't even. Oh, this is the one thing I don't like about the Mine Altar, Nate. You can't use it to climb down to the Goblin Village. There's no shortcut. You have to walk all the way around, which by that time you might as well just teleport to Valor or run upwards.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm. Padawan, that was Edgewell teleport. That's, I guess that's a decent way, but I think I use Edgewell's Fairing more than that. So yeah, I think it evens out on getting to Edgewell fast like that. Sintistan, I think that's the only one that I will say that has a better thing than the ferry, because I don't think there's a ferry area near that one. So 2 points, fine. We get 2 points for that one. Let's see. Troll Stronghold, apparently that's a teleport. However, the ferry, that was the Leprechaun literally right there, so that one is a free one.
Not to mention that whenever you unlock the teleportation, well, sorry, never mind, that's on the next one. But you unlock the last recall, which was the by far biggest choice in previous leagues, instead of whatever we chose.
We don't talk about what we chose.
Last time it was not a good choice. Last recall was the one to win that.
Yep, it was so good it made it its own little tier. It's just like Twisted League. The runner one was so good that they just made it as a passive for the free future leagues.
Yeah.
Let's see here. But yeah, anyways, you get the idea. So like, there's only a certain amount of limitation when it comes to these teleports with Globetrotter. Like, there are ferry areas that basically are very close to teleports that the Globetrotter offers, and in the very, very, very small cases that it isn't, it's just very niche for like maybe clues, and that's literally it. Fairy has too many applications. You have the ability to just go to any of the fairy rings, which is already big as it is. You have access to the spirit trees. Definitely like early game with teleporting to the GE, because that's your fastest way of getting to a bank from any teleport.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, leprechauns, which let's
The
be honest.
leprechaun was the most underrated thing ever, and then I was like, oh my god, this is so good.
Yeah. And here's the thing: when it comes to leagues, you always want to try something new. You want to try something that isn't in the main game. Fairy, the mushroom stuff. Where can you teleport to a leprechaun? The answer
You
is you
can't.
can't. So
You can't. It's so good.
yeah, so like having fun with something that isn't in the main game is also like the charm when it comes to League. Globetrotter basically is the play your own house thingy in the main game. It's boring. It's already there. Something new was freaking the fairy ring and the fairy thing, and also people found out very fast if you had Zaya, similar to like the thing of the spirit tree to the GE. If you chose H, it was the vinery, and that's right next to the bank. So basically, it was a budget crafting gift for the people with the fairy ring.
I'm jealous of that.
Yeah,
We go 2-4 to the Grand Exchange.
2-4, and with
I
me,
still use it.
for me, it was H. That was my go-to, just H.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I might have to bear it back in a few seconds, okay?
Okay. Let me know when you're back.
Yeah, one. You can keep talking about this stuff. I'll be back in a few minutes, probably.
I was about to start to the third one. Okay, we'll do the third one while you're gone, I guess. Because it's an easy one. It is no competition. It is Banker's Note. Banker's Note versus Fire Cell. I guess I could talk about these two because I have them both on both accounts. Which is also funny because like they have statistics on how many people chose it for the league. But it's very misleading. I'm going to be honest with statistics because it doesn't specify if the person actually enjoyed the relics. Because like if that was the case, then during the first Trailblazer, it will say that, oh yeah, like 10% of people chose Globetrotter, but like 0% would have actually enjoyed it. Or whatever the thing was called, Internal Jeweler. Like, once people realize how good the other one was, like, they have regrets. I remember people choosing the fairy one back in the first Trailblazer and actually hated it because of how Last Recall was way better than that one. And made fun of all the mushroom users. Even more so because I was a freaking Internal Jeweler. Anyways, yeah, so they have statistics for this week, and actually it's increased. It used to be 50-50. Banker's Note used to be 51 and Fire was like 49, but it has shifted. Banker's Note is 59 and Fire's is 41. I will say if you are making an account just to AFK or just to like get some free points or whatever, Fire Cell is the way to go. You just literally get to go buy a bunch of runes, go buy a bunch of things for like 50 mil construction, but it heavily falls off flat. Very early, one second. Oh, I'm already done with these. It heavily falls off flat, even mid game. To be honest, like you don't need a lot of money for this league. Your money is basically spent for like runes, broad arrows or bolts, whatever. Maybe a bit of construction, but you only need like maybe a close to 2,000 mahogany planks for 99. Maybe a little bit more if you're not doing mahogany homes. And there isn't, I guess technically Maxcape if you want to buy that. There isn't really many things you can use money for in this game. At least get this game mode, because remember you're an Iron Man. And any single time you want to like pay death for your mistakes in PVM, just toss in a dupe. Like I'm probably just actually gonna toss in this right here. Screw it, we'll do it right now. I don't need an extra Dragon Hunter crossbow. It looks nice in the bank, but I don't need it. So I'm just gonna toss this into Death's Coffer. And look, I'm gonna have money for the rest of the league. See like 9 mil right there. Put this in here. 63. Bye. Now to 73 mil in terms of Death Coffer, which means I don't have to worry about death ever again on this account. Okay, well, yeah, you know what I mean.
Yes, I know exactly what you mean.
Yes. But yeah, anyways, yeah, so Fire Cell, good early game, falls off not even late game, mid game.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I mentioned before, if you chose Trickster, it complements the money that if you just AFK that like for a few hours, whatever, you'll have enough money to buy, let's say, your runes. And if you have the Sorcerer one, guess what? You're saving your runes anyways, because like was a 90% chance of saving your cast.
Yeah, there's no point.
Yeah, so like on this account, on my Iron Setter, I'm not gonna swap over. I'm just gonna say have 100k of each rune, just for shits and giggles. I barely even touch the surface actually using all these. Oh, actually, my iron just got 97 crafting, 2 more levels.
Hooray.
Alright. But yeah, Banker's Note also, like for example, Nate and myself did a scuff raid yesterday. I was struggling because I was like limited on space of what I could bring. And Nate's like, yeah, food, note, Banker's Note, I'm good. It's brain off basically at any PVM scenario. You could just
like, you don't wipe very often because you don't run out of supplies.
yeah, it's impossible. The only time it probably dies if you get comboed out of something like in Warden. Probably the only one would die was if the ball hits and the thing hits us to turn off our prayer. Like the only thing I could think of. But besides that, like for example, Nex, I was going with my group teammate Beef. He's a fire seller, so whenever we're doing Nex and he runs out of supplies, you could tell he's running out of supplies because he's like passively trying to like avoid damage. Here I am, just specking, eating my sharks, my chrome ones, like it's nothing. And then of course the other thing, like, you pick up loot, you can note the loot. That's the other fun one.
Note the loot.
Note
Yeah, that's the best. Easy for skilling, easy for doing a bunch of different stuff.
Again, talking about what I was talking about with the Globetrotter versus Fairy. It is an item as a skill that you don't have in the main game. Let's be honest, there are some people out there that have Fire Cell in the main game. It's just called 10 billion worth of GP. Probably even more. Like there are people that will literally have money to like burn. It is like honestly, here's the other thing. I'm not sure if you ever found this. Wait, actually, no, you didn't have Fire Cell on the other account, did you?
No, I didn't choose it.
Okay, well,
Banker's Note all the way.
This is the other thing, because technically the other effect is that you cannot sell things back for money. So it's this weird feeling that you'll have all these items you normally want to either alch or sell for whatever money, but then you're like, oh, money's useless, isn't it? I don't have access. I don't have the ability to appreciate, oh cool, there's a 50k drop on the ground, because it's like, oh, whatever. I think that's like one of the appeals when it comes to like this game, like, which is also like why when you have a lot of money it's kind of boring, because the whole point is like the progression to get the item, to get the money for it. Because if you already had it, then it's like, well, cool, I'm done. It's almost like the people that actually just buy like their armor with bonds. Like, yeah, you did it. Congrats. Where's the achievement? Where's the satisfaction of it? Oh, I think you did. I think they had a mute. Oh, yep, they died. GG. Okay, well, I'll keep on talking. Yeah, I guess I'll fletch while I'm talking. Just trying to think of like any minor things to do. Oh, yep, no name Nate has logged out. But yeah, Banker's Note definitely the winner for that category, and the numbers do support that. And then of course the next one, the Combat Relic. Superior Sorcerer, Brawlers Resolve, and Archer's Embrace. I chose Archer on my Seto Sorcerer, go figure, the Sorcerer one, and Iron Seto chose the Magic one, which is ironic because, would have swapped those around, but whatever, not judging here. Brawler's Resolve does have its use. I know it's like about 50-50 for Brawlers versus Embrace. However, Magic does win in terms of the most one. What the heck? No, you. I just got called a noob by Quinn. So Sorcerer, definitely the number one choice for the league. Mainly because I think people were expecting to just go do TOA, get their staff, and do everything else. Nate and myself, on the other hand, have been struggling to even see a staff. So there are some people that are kind of dry on it. But realistically, it is the easier of the three to get a top tier weapon because you can change invocations. And I think TOB, you're hard locked on how many purples you could get because there isn't anything to increase the difficulty, at least to my knowledge. I know they have a hard mode, but I don't think that actually does like invocation increasing on purples. Like I said, I could be wrong. Maybe they added something for leagues. Cox actually got an update during leagues. It was also in the main game to like scale for you and do some other quality of life. So that one got slightly easier for Tebow, but if you're choosing Ranger, ZCB definitely way better than Tebow. Definitely with how much it specs. Nate says he can't log back in. Well, that's unfortunate. I will say, at least for the melee one, it was interesting for what people thought of. Definitely when it came to what's it called, the door method, because you got a 50% increase in defense, which stacks with Justy with the Din's Bulwark, and of course the half speed. So basically you're attacking like every 2 tick, and it's an AOE. So if you have that and the spec relic, yeah, it is kind of crazy, like how crazy that DPS actually is for the door. Anyways, there isn't really much I could say. Sorcerer definitely won in this one. And Brawlers and Archer was kind of like 50-50 for their niche, for their niches, of course. For the next relic, we have Treasure Seeker, Infernal Gatherers, and Bloodthirsty. On both accounts, I chose Treasure Seeker because they are free points. Clues are, what's it called? Their fastest thing. So if you're doing beginners, you can literally finish all your beginners within like 100 to 150. You even can drop ones that are annoying, like the Charlie one, without having to worry about it because you get so many beginners in this league. Like I mentioned before, my tab right here, 600 something just already after I'm done with them. Infernal Gatherers, I know Nate has it. He could have gave his input on that, but I think it is very niche still. I don't think Infernal Gatherers was worth it. Let's see where it is. So if I recall, this thing gives you the 3 pickaxe, the 3 tiers of thingy. So like, oh, there goes Nate. Welcome back.
What the hell is that?
I don't know.
It's so random.
You just get kicked out.
I just got the full boot. I was like, okay, all right.
Yeah. Anyways,
Gone now.
So we're on tier 5 now. You chose Infernal Gatherers. What's your thoughts on it?
I like it. It's a good quality of life kind of thing. Oh, I just got 25 million strength XP while fishing. What the heck? I think that it's a good quality of life because you can toggle it on and toggle it off. And a lot of the tools have an extra tick quicker than normal actions. So like whenever you're mining iron, like it's instant, but then it's smelting at the same time and it's making steel bars rather than like iron bars.
For the fishing one, how does that work for Chrome ones?
It works on all fish, just as long as you have it on you.
So whenever you fish,
It cooks.
Do you need the bait still?
Yeah, you probably need the bait. I haven't gotten as far as getting carom bonds, but I'm assuming that you need bait.
Okay. So all it does is a faster tick and it cooks them?
Yeah, it instantly processes. So mining, you don't need coal for whatever you're mining. For fishing, it instantly cooks it, no burn rate. And then for fire making, it's basically like the Infernal Axe, but 100% guarantee. It's pretty cool. I do enjoy it.
Okay. Whenever you mine something, so it still depletes the ore, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's not like the one from last league.
No, it still depletes the ore.
See, if it was the one from last league, it may have been all right, like in my opinion, because I always want to go back to that Zaya place and do the little rat method and mine ores every 2 ticks.
Yeah.
That was a fun method because like, oh look, free steel bars. On the stuff you actually process, have you been using it? Like for example, the bars and whatever.
Yeah, that's the way that I've been training my smithing, mining, and then turning that all into darts for fletching, so it just kind of like carries over right there, which is nice. Yeah, for smithing, it's very, very useful because you don't even really need to train the skill, you just mine, and then it processes the bar and gives you the XP. But granted, this is very limited for what I've used it for. I've just used it on iron and it instantly goes to steel, which is very nice quality of life since I didn't choose Production Prodigy.
Do you have access to ruin ores yet?
No, I'm like 66 mining.
Okay, because I was thinking like maybe because like how I was talking about the compliment stuff. Like if you didn't choose Fire Sale, then Trickster will be your like go-to money. And like in this case, if you wanted to like get some money from smithing or mining, whatever it is, go mine some ruin ore, turn that into like plate legs and out that. I'm not sure how effective it is because there's probably better things out there, but I'm not sure how fast the mining ruin ore will be.
Yeah. I don't know. I seem to like it. It's a decent choice because Treasure Seeker, I didn't want to choose Treasure Seeker again, and I didn't want to go with Bloodthirsty because none of it really pertained to me because Slayer isn't huge on this account.
Yeah. So I guess if you're AFK on the side, I guess Inferno is all right. I mean, it is a 24% chance. So there are people, or not chance, there are people that have chosen it. Treasure Seeker, I believe, is the highest at 60. So I want to say the only reason why Treasure Seeker is high up there because Clue Scrolls and Collection Log is a huge amount of points.
Oh yeah.
So like, if you choose that, if you're going for points, definitely worth it. If you're doing something on the side, Inferno probably good. Yeah, I don't think Bloodthirsty was good at all. Had they had the ability of choosing a task, maybe, because they're removing that for this league still baffles me. Like, why? It's supposed to be OP.
It doesn't make any sense. Like, that's what leagues are for.
Yeah.
To have something that's unlike the main game. You're just giving us superiors that have a weird drop table where they can drop like some herblore secondaries. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't worth. But yeah, so the next one. So tier was that 6?
Tier 6.
Yeah, tier 6. So we have Farmer's Fortune, Ruinous Prayers and Power, and Equilibrium. So on both accounts, which one did you choose?
I chose Equilibrium on the main, and that is good for long term, like consistently long term until max.
And then which one you chose on the other accounts?
I just unlocked Farmer's Fortune today, and holy shit, I went from like level 2 farming to level 86 farming.
Yeah.
In like an hour. Less than an hour.
Yeah. So number wise, 72% people chose Farmer's Fortune, 23 on Rune. It's only 4% on Equilibrium, or 5% on Equilibrium. So Equilibrium is kind of the lowest one. Ruinous Prayers, I didn't really like any of them. Like, I think it has a very slight amount of DPS, but also I don't like the absorption ones that if you pray wrong, you get hit 10% more or something. Yeah, I was like, no. I do a lot of mistakes. Oh yeah, by the way, it looks like Discord kind of went down. I see a lot of my channels kind of borked.
Yeah.
It has exclamation mark on right now, so I guess the server login stuff went bye-bye for a few for
That's
a bit.
weird because my internet went out. I
Oh,
don't know.
your internet. Oh,
Like
maybe
my internet, like all my internet went out for the entire house.
Oh, probably maybe West Coast servers are affecting right now,
I don't know.
because that sounds more like like a all server thing. Because I don't know how to describe it. Like other things are probably affected, not just Discord in your ISP, but like a lot of other programs and a lot of other services are probably down right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can find out on Google what's called like outage. Let's see, what's it called? Is it down right now? Yeah, I see a few spikes with Discord spiked, Steam spike, what other stuff is spiked? Let's see, Call of Duty, no one cares. I scroll down, I see X, formerly known as Twitter.
What is that?
Yeah, a few things spiked, so yeah, it's just overall internet issues with thingies.
Yep, we got booted.
You got the boot.
We got the boot.
But yeah, I didn't choose the prayers because that also I was going to have rigor anyways, which good thing I got rigor like very early on, because oh boy, that's very nice. Although I will be honest, like me accuracy doesn't really affect me too much because I have just spec relic, burr, just always 110s all the time.
Mm-hmm. From what I hear, based off of what Lotad said, Runa's Prayers is good for magic because of the accuracy, especially in raids until you get Shadow. Your accuracy is just kind of shit.
Yeah, true. Definitely from last night. Like, I experienced Splash City. I was not hitting anything.
Yeah.
And
it would have been a good choice for me, but yeah, whatever. I'm still happy with Equilibrium.
I'm actually, if I was to go back, I wouldn't choose Equilibrium on my main account. I would definitely choose the Farmer's Fortune.
Farmer's Fortune is pretty good. That's an easy 50 mil task right there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because it is a free 50 mil on both farming and herblore. And since I had Zaya, I could have easily just, literally farming. Because the thing actually works for Tithe Farm.
Does it?
Yeah. So people literally will plant the seed down and it will instantly grow, and all you do is just
get
pick
50 mil in 20 minutes.
Exactly. I'm not even joking. People did that. I'm like, wow, that's busted. I didn't think Tithe Farm would work on this stupid relic. It does. So that's how people got 50 mil so fast. They had the outfit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they had the outfit within it. Also, you keep in mind that with Tithe Farm, you have the herb boxes.
Oh yeah, that's
so
true.
Literally free herbs is there too. So yeah, it was kind of busted. I was like, I didn't think about that, and I would have definitely done it on my main because I do like farming, and that was kind of a busted method. I'm like, wow, I did not think about that. And of course, as we mentioned before, Equilibrium does fall off once you hit max, because
I mean it takes a while to get max.
Yeah, well, I meant like I am max. So once you hit that, then it does fall off already.
I'm not max, but I'm getting there.
But yeah,
it's definitely making it nicer for the max.
Yeah, that's the only thing I would change. Only because of that factor that yeah. One second, I'm quickly buying more gems on the shop on the other account. I'm being cheap, I'm just buying Sapphire because I just need things AFK.
Gross.
Yeah, it's gross. Also, I don't have enough Toko to buy like the diamonds. Anyways, yeah, so Farmer's Fortune, kind of crazy. I can see why people chose it, 72%.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah.
Where is my dragon axe? I've been killing these tree spirits for like 60 kills and I still don't have my axe.
Did you say dragon axe?
Rune axe, sorry.
Yeah. I was gonna say, you're killing the wrong thing for that one, Nate.
What, these aren't the Dagonoth Kings?
The Dagonoth's trees.
The Dagganoth trees.
Yeah, the Dagganoth trees. You know, we got Supreme Sapling. We have Rex Hogany, and we have
the Rex Bunny.
And we have the Prime Ladrassil tree. Okay. Yeah. I agree that Farmer's Fortune won that one. 72%. I enjoyed it on my other account. It was fun. Anyway, so this was the 7th tier, Berserker, Soul Stealer, and Weapons Master. Before I actually talk about that one, I'm actually baffled that 33% of players actually chose Soul Stealer. I thought it was gonna be the troll one, and apparently
I thought it was the troll one. I know that there's a bunch of people who chose it though.
Yeah, but here's the thing I mentioned. This is the thing I mentioned at the very beginning of the stream, that just because they have numbers of Jagex has numbers of people choosing it does not indicate if they enjoyed the relic they chose. Because I know Lee chose Soul Stealer and realizes that it's not that fun because Berserker way better. And unfortunately, when for example, raids, at least with Berserker and Weapon Master, you at least are more DPS and contributing to the raid. With Soul Stealer, you're kind of just there, just not dying or taking damage, but not also dealing damage. So Jaggis's numbers of, them choosing it doesn't indicate if people actually enjoy the relic they chose.
Yeah, I know that there was a couple of streamers who chose Soul Stealer, like Lake, for example. He chose Soul Stealer at first, and then he immediately remade everything to the same relics, except he chose Berserker rather than Soul Stealer.
Yeah, that's how I felt like during Trailblazer. I wanted to actually just play on my second account, but I was like, my main account is the one that has the Dragon Cup, and the other one I just have to suck it up. But yeah, I understand like people just making another account if they messed up, and I've mentioned this. Unfortunately, they didn't take my advice whenever I posted on the Discord, like after Trailblazer, that having the ability to reset, even if you don't get the points and it doesn't transfer to the main game, at least with the account, should have been an option. Definitely for this one, that technically, hypothetically, if you wasted one full week and realized that none of the relics you chose were the ones you wanted, you still have a month and like 3 weeks to get even dragon, because it's still possible, because it's no longer 1%. Had it been like the stuff from the previous ones, 1%, yeah, at that point you're not getting dragon. Hands out, you're not getting dragon if you're missing on 1 week since the start.
Yeah, this one definitely still possible.
Yeah. Oh my god. I mean, holy moly, Nate! A lot of the servers of my thing just went down. I see a bunch of exclamation marks. Holy moly! Anyways, yeah.
And West Coast going down.
Yep. Sorry, West Coast.
Yeah. The comparison to Berserker to Soul Stealer, where Soul Stealer you always have a base minimum hit, but with Berserker you'll always hit your maximum hit on somebody who has full HP. If you're like a ranger or a major and you can get distance, like you can hit 3 or 4 or even 3 or 4 times on your max to start off the kill, like that's way worth it.
Yeah, definitely with magic and range, like it really shines Berserker, like heavily. Definitely what you mentioned about like you get a free 3 to 4 hits, and if you're doing something casual like Slayer with protection, prayer, and melee, yeah, you're just one-shotting the monsters basically before they even like notice they got whacked. With Mia with the Spec Relic, it is nice, but it does fall off for like casual things. Like last night when I was killing metal dragons, I'm like, damn, this would be so much easier if I just had Berserker, just literally pray with a melee or have nothing on, because I guess technically the shield, and just attack things from a distance. By the time it hits, they're dead. So what I was doing like just spam specs with like was it Opal Bolt enchanted with the ZCB, just to spec one down, teleport out, recharge my spec, then go back in and do it again. And I'm like, but that takes more effort than Berserk. Berserk's just that, but with the fraction of the power. It's like that one with Invincible meme. Like you look at them with trying to mimic a fraction of your power. That's how I feel with Berserker. But yeah, Berserker definitely won that category for thing. I'm just so baffled with the numbers though. Soulsteel is 33%. Like I feel like people that chose it instantly regret it because there's no universe that people actually think that's better DPS and sustain. And here's the thing, Nate. I was thinking about that early game, but it came so late that I realized that AFK combat is not even worth it in this league because you get it so free from at the time Asgardia and then later with Soul Wars.
Mm-hmm.
I still had that spot in Zaya that I was going to initially do for AFK combat, and I only was going to do it if I had a way to sustain my HP and prayer to like basically sleepscape, but didn't need to. And also, like I said, this relic was way later in the thing that at that point I'm like, oh, I don't even need an AFK combat. Combat's already a free one.
Yeah, combat is way free.
Mm-hmm. Also, Weapon Master. I think the other reason why Weapon Master is so low, Nate, now I'm thinking about it.
Because you have to spam food the entire time?
No. Half the league chose magic. There isn't
Yeah.
any spec relics for. There's like 2 for magic.
Yeah, it's not worth it for magical people.
Mm-hmm. So that's my guess why this relic is the way it is. Because was it 60% chose? No, 41% chose magic. 30 and 34 the other 2. So yeah, Magic still won, and it's the most chosen. Also, in terms of high tier things, yeah, granted, you and I haven't seen this shadow, but it is the most common. Was it what's the term for it? The last tier?
Mega rare.
Mega rare weapon. So you have staff, you have twisted, and you have scythe. Staff is the most common one because there's so many people doing more TOA than the other 2.
I wish.
I know. It's like,
wish we could get it, but whatever. We'll get it when we get it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my guess why Weapon Master was so low. I still enjoyed it. I do like it with my thing. Also, it complements whenever you're like in a raid with the other one. So like Nate's here Berserker, I'm here Weapons Master, and all I'm doing is like ZCB spec. Oh yeah, I did find out when you talked about the thing with the core last night. I was like, oh yeah, because I see why. It's whenever it's calculated going down for the first one, and afterwards, then it's a normal one. That's why you have to always do your max with the freaking thing. Which also means that clip you showed me of the dragon eyes sounds nice on paper until you realize that it only applied for Berserker people.
Okay.
So
well, it'd be nice, but unfortunate.
I'll still give it a shot. Like I'm still probably going to go grind and kill worms because I still need the dragon harpoon. But it may not be as great as I was hoping.
Or one-tick dragon knives.
Yeah, it will do double damage, and of course I will sacrifice my life points once it hits that thingy. Also, technically, I guess the light bearer ring at a certain point will proc just like when I do the DDSs. But it's not going to be as crazy as that video you showed me because he was always hitting his max hit.
Oh yeah, he was going crazy, but that was Berserker.
That was Berserker, exactly. So a little misleading, but we'll see. Because I did do a solo without you, Nate, and it was pretty bad with magic. I did not. Okay, let me see. What was my picture? Let me see how fast I got 2 wardens and how slow wardens was. Because yeah. Okay, take your pick. What was the numbers, Nate?
For how slow Warden was for you?
How long did it take me to get to Warden, and how long do you think Warden took?
I think that you got to Warden in like 25 minutes. And I think Warden... Are you talking about the second phase? After the pillar? 7 minutes.
Okay. So it took me 18 minutes on 500 invocation to get to.
Okay.
So that's how long it took me to get to Wardens. For me to kill Wardens, my time showed it at 32 minutes. So how long was that? Like 18 minutes of Wardens?
That's a long time.
That's a lot of Wardens. I had a 3 down.
That's half the raid.
That's literally half the raid. I had here, let me see here. Look at my pictures. So wait, did I not take a picture of the paths? Oh, I did. Okay. So yeah, so bosses. It says 11 minutes, but I don't think that's correct. So like literally half the raid was just wardens, and half the fight was just me attacking with a 5-tick mage weapon against the thingy. Unfortunately, it starts with magic, then goes to range, then goes back to magic, which, unfortunately for me, I had to do a 3 down. So yeah, that was not fun. The fact, yeah. Anyways, yeah, there's no way of cheesing it too. I can't even spec his prey range. So lame. Anyway, so enough of tier 7, I guess. Berserker definitely won. I agree. Berserker is the best.
Berserker number 1.
Mm-hmm. And of course, the final relic, tier was it 8? You have Guardian, Undying, and Executioner. Almost.
What were the numbers on that?
Yeah, they're almost evenly split. Guardian with 37, Undying with 33, Executioner at 31. So it's not like one definitely dominated. It's pretty close. Not only that, it is tier 8, so that means the casuals are getting there now, which is hilarious. Like 1 month in, casuals are just now getting to their tier 8s. Guardian number 1. I think that's for people that just want to like just casually play. Undying is fun, with not having to worry about definitely for bad at the game. Like if you want to learn mechanics for certain things, Undying is the way to go. I was telling Gizzy, like, because he was struggling with Jad, I'm like, once you get tier 8, definitely go Undying, because it will help you with like a lot of like things. And since you're not the most experienced with PVM, it will help you at least get that cushion of learning things comfortably in leagues, so that you can transfer this knowledge to the main game. That's my philosophy on it. If you're struggling with something like Inferno and Undying, so you at least have that buffer. And if you're struggling with Inferno, Undying after dying, then you just hide behind a pill for 3 minutes and do it again.
Yeah.
Just a little buffer.
But Undying paired really, really well with Berserker for me, because I'm over here like on the last phase of Wardens, 1 HP, trying to get my maximum potential going. And it just worked out with all of it.
Yeah, it's
having Berserker and Undying.
Yeah, it's one of those things that are like a combination. Like Berserker with Undying is like the combination. Like it complements with each other so well. It's just like Execution with the range one, because it's technically a 1-tick if you have the range relic. There are certain relics that complement each other. And also some of them just flat out overshines each other, like freaking Banker Nose versus Endless Harvest. But yeah, I don't have experience with Guardian. I know Lotas I see likes it. I think, who else has Beef said he likes it. There are some YouTubers that say they like it. So it's it is, I guess, a nice casual one.
There's so many people who will spawn those at like shooting stars.
Yeah, I will also say I think half the reason why they're like, oh, it's my girlfriend. That's you can also choose the person from the Desert Treasure 2 boss. So I'm not sure how that one works. I think it's just a skin. But yeah.
No, it's not a skin. It's a 1 out of 10,000.
Oh really? Holy moly!
Yeah.
Never mind. I take that back.
It's as rare as getting a golden chin Champa pet.
Jesus Christ! And it lasts only 30 minutes?
No. It's the same thing. So if you pick up your golden chin pet, it'll stay golden. So you just don't click the reroll, because on the horn there's the ability to right click it and change it.
Oh, so that's what I'm... Okay, so that explains why so many people were just spamming it like stars. I was so confused. I was like, oh, people that showing off their guardians, like, whoop-de-doo. I didn't know it was actually people trying to roll for the thing, like, and once you roll for it, then it stays that way.
Yep.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. Okay, I guess. I do like Executioner Axe, but of course it does heavily fall off if there's another one with Axe. When I was doing Next for the first time, it was me, Beef, and like, so it was always a third random, like either someone from the clan or like a friend of a friend, and the other person always was another ranger with Executioner. So with me and him, we would always have to alternate between kills. Like I would do one and then he would do one, then he would do one, I would do one, then he would do one, back and forth. Just because it does the most DPS at the end and you get the MVP.
Oh yeah. If you can guarantee like a 700 on a boss that has 7,000 HP or something like that, like, why the heck not?
Mm-hmm.
It's just too good.
Yeah.
I still don't even know what my 8th relic I'm going to choose, or my 7th or 8th relic on my other account.
I mean, you could go Guardian and give us a good comparison and insight on how it is.
Quite maybe, possibly, I'll go Guardian. Yeah, Guardian just seems good for... It would be good for you on Wardens.
Yeah, I would. It was like, actually help me out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Because you got a little buddy that'll cast some magical spells.
But yeah. Okay, so I guess we'll just briefly talk about regions real fast. So let's see the statistics. At least it says here for the first. I guess I think this is just the first choosing ones. I don't think these are like the combinations. But it says Desert number 1, Asgardia, Corinne, Kandarin, Mauritania, Fremenic, Torwin, Wilderness. Yeah. So I agree with the last two. People weren't going to choose them. I mean, you and I chose freaking Torwin, and it was like...
Yeah, but Tyrwin kind of got shafted.
Yeah, they got super shafted.
Because of the 3rd relic with range, how crossbows were going to be better.
Mm-hmm.
I still chose it for my 2nd run through because, I mean, if I chose Ranger back in the original one and Bofo was out, like, we would have torn it up. So I think that's partially the reason why I chose it. But also, why the heck not?
Bofa.
Bofa good. But I'm still going as Garnia to get the crossbow and all that. So whichever way you look at it, Tyrwin kind of got shafted hard.
Mm-hmm. Desert, of course, number 1 for... It is so hilarious that it was the worst region last Trailblazer, and now is the first.
Mm-hmm.
From 0 to hero.
Well, that's mostly because tombs, because not only do you get the best staff in the game from tombs, so majors are enticed to it, you get Missouri armor, which is an extra 400 points if you chose as Garnia alongside it, and you get the best armor in the game for a ranger. But also if you're a meleeer, you get the the Fang, which is one of the best weapons in the game also. So whichever way you look at it, whatever combat style you chose, Desert was good.
Mm-hmm. Compared to like if you were to choose Mauritania, that's just melee stuff. You may get like a little saying alongside your magic stuff, but like majority
you would
is
not
melee.
choose range and go there.
Yeah. And of course with Tox is a little different. It does have Ancestral, it has the Toasted Bow, and I guess it has... Actually,
but nothing melee oriented.
I was about to say melee. Actually, you're right. There isn't anything for melee. Melee got shafted on that one. Haha.
Yeah, melee kind of did.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, TOA definitely has the thing.
Well, no, melee has door.
Oh yeah, door method. Yeah, I remember.
Door.
We got the door. Door method actually was the underrated thing, like the hidden gem of this league.
Mm-hmm.
Friggin' people finding out that the 50% damage increase applies for that, and I think people use spec relic, right, for the door method. They're just constantly just specking like AoE of 5x5.
I don't think that it matters which one you choose for it. I've seen people with Soul Stealer, I've seen people with spec relic, I've seen people with Berserker, and no matter which way you look at it, it's good.
Yeah, but yeah, door method kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those little fun builds. I saw people, those clips of people just killing people like in Soul Wars. Unexpected 5x5 bomb. People just instantly spec.
Everybody gets hit.
Yeah. So yeah, that's an interesting build. It is a fun build to look at. I guess also real fast, Desert also got some other things. Like you had Temporos, so you have a good fishing thing. Yeah, Giant's Foundry, which is a good smithing thing.
But I don't like Giant's Foundry, but that's just personal.
Oh, you have a grudge against Giant's Foundry? Got it.
It's just boring.
Well, it's an alternative, which is all right. With Giant's Foundry, Nate, have you done your 100 turn-ins yet?
Nope, I did one.
You could do your cheese method.
I could, maybe.
Takes about 40 minutes.
I'll think about it, depending on how desperate I am with points in the last week.
I think it's actually worth it because it's I think 3 sets of 80s because it's like 20, it's a 25, 50, and 100, and each one of them's 80. They think you're gonna do it normally, but haha, little do they know. We make, was it bronze, the bronze sword thingies, and then just break them. We are master of cheese.
We cheese everything.
So I'm gonna do that on both accounts. It's a free like one. Was it 200 points? Whatever. I don't know. I can't math 180. Asgardia is ranked number 2.
God of Wars.
Yeah, God of Wars. Yeah, that's right. And then of course Corinne. Actually, Nate, I got a question. Every single one of us calls it Zaya, and always like, you know, people are like, what regions you choose? Like, oh, ZAD, Zaya Asgardia Desert, whatever. But Jack is the only one who calls it Corinne.
They are. I don't understand why.
Are they trying to like retcon things? I was thinking about it, like maybe they just don't like the stuff from Mod Reach, and maybe they're just trying to brush it on, or like just get rid of his legacy, like, you know, Neve, whatever. Like, yeah, let's just kill off Neve. Oh, Zaya, that was Reach's thing. Let's get rid of the name Zaya and call it Corinne. Who knows? Maybe there's some weird thing of them not liking Mod Reach.
Well, I mean, he did do a few sketchy things.
Oh, no fucking way. Nate, are you watching stream?
No. What? Did you get a pet?
No. The chances of someone next to me as I'm talking about Mod Reach.
What? Who is it?
Oh, that is hilarious. One second, I'm gonna just take a screenshot and send it to you. You don't have to post the stream. I just need to send you. Look, we're talking about Mod Reach.
Well, I mean, it might be him. Who knows?
It might be him. Oh, that's hilarious. If only it was
putting in a corporal beast bug.
If only it wasn't Atlas thing. It was called Audi. That'd be amazing.
Yeah. Going and getting himself a blue Audi.
Yeah, he went Audi. Anyways, oh, and notice another thing from Zaya that kind of got retcon. Do you remember Big Mo?
I do remember Big Mo.
Yeah, he got retcon.
Nothing ever happened to him.
Yeah, okay, so if I recall, he came out before Zaya was released, and he was hinting at a continent to the west called Zaya. You know,
to get people hyped for it.
Yeah, to get people hyped for it. And then afterwards, he vanished. You know, never to be seen again or talked about ever again. Was it Big Mo, old school? Let's see here.
He was handing out clue scrolls.
Yeah, he was handing out clue scrolls. That's the only reason I remember that. Let's see. He was released April 2015, promoting. Yeah, was a traveling salesman and businessman supposedly from Zaya, who visited the mainland periodically for 30 days. And Zaya was released January 7th, 2016. So basically, basically half a year before Zaya came out. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I forgot how big this guy was. My God.
He was very tall.
He was very tall. And then you can find his younger brother, Little Mo. It is kind of hilarious, like how things change over time. But yeah, anyways, yeah. So, he just flat out vanished. We have been all over Zaya and have not seen this guy or been referenced to Big Mo anywhere. He may come back with Valimor, but I highly doubt they're gonna want to keep this guy around. They probably like I said, retconned him or something. Just completely forgot about him too. The player base, the Jagex moderators.
Oh yeah, I mean he was just a strange character.
The only reason why I say he may come back with Valimor, and this is just a may, I think Valimor had a little bit of desert theme to it. I could be wrong from the concept art, and Big Mo has kind of like a genie vibe.
He does kind of have a genie vibe because he's got the vest and all that.
Yeah, so like it's the only thing I could think of that will bring him back. But it is a long shot because I think, like I said, they're trying to like forget a lot of things from way back in the day, because this is like when old school was sort of starting out. Like 2015 is like 2 years in, so it's not like a lot of time since old school came out that they had time to really process. Okay, if we do this long term, is this okay? But yeah, just Big Mo.
Big Mo.
Big Mo. Okay.
Little Mo.
Little Mo. Kandarin next, Mauritania, Firmenich. Firmenich, Taron, and Winterness are only like 5% each. I do say that at least Firmenich, it's good. I like Firmenich.
Firmenich is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Some people were not about Firmenich, but I like Firmenich a lot.
Firmenich is underrated. It has a lot of cool things to it. I guess if you're a fire seller, it's a free 50 mil. There's no ands or buts about it.
Mm-hmm.
For 50 mil for construction. It was at the time also hard keeping a bunch of other combat tasks in check because you needed vengeance for certain things, but Jagex finally made it so that all combat things are only locked to their thing. So vengeance for Sire was removed because one task for hard keeping your thing was kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, did you at least click your info button to get their points?
I did.
How many points you get?
Free combat points. I don't know. I did that a few days ago. Free combat points though.
It's so weird that you have to click info for it to work. I don't know why.
I don't know. They messed up somewhere and they're like, all right, how are we going to fix this? Just click a button.
Yeah. It really sucks for people that don't know you click info. There should be like a little thing when you ever log in. Click info for more points. And it's like, whoa, this is a scam.
This is the point button.
This is the point button. Let's see.
What other regions?
Well, I mean, that's it. Desert with 23% is the first one. Like I said, this information only shows the first one shows. It didn't show like the week 2 and week 3 or week over the second and third regions, which it's fine. I mean, we already know Desert was gonna win.
Desert was just too good of a choice for everybody.
Yeah, it's just overall the best. Granted, some content's not the best. I'm looking at you, Mace Training Arena.
Yeah, Magic Training Arena isn't the most riveting content.
It is very mind-numbing. I was falling asleep. I needed to put like music, whatever, and I was like, I'm done after this. I can't keep my eyes open. This content
but
is
also,
actually boring.
I don't really like Minigamescape too because they had Temporos and Guardians of the Rift 2. Like, I'm not in it for doing minigames.
I think
there's very few minigames that I actually did besides like Barbarian Assault.
I still need to do that. God damn it, don't remind me.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
It
took me less than an hour to get Torso and level 5 and everything.
I have PTSD with that place, Nate. Drop tofu. Drop tofu. Don't do it. Drop tofu.
Drop the tofu.
No, tofu. Okay. Well, I think that wraps up everything. Actually, how close am I to crafting? Oh, I'll probably want to get this crafting thing before we end it off. But yeah, in terms of regions, I'm happy with. Okay, my main account was Desert, Zaya, Asgarnia. For my Iron, it was Desert, Kandarin, Firmenich. They do complement each other. Like if you're going Magic, definitely Kandarin for the Occult and Torment, while Desert Desert is like a must for Magic. You have to have Desert for Magic
because Shadow just that good. But also, I kind of disagree with Kandarin because it had such few points. Like it was the region that had the least amount of points in it. And like, sure, you get an Occult and you get your Zenites and stuff, but there's a bunch of what am I trying to say? If I would re-choose, I would still choose Firmenich. I would still choose Desert, but I would go Wilderness.
Wilderness?
I would go Wilderness.
Really?
Yeah.
For Magic?
For Magic. I think that having the Accursed Scepter just being able to drop defense with it, and so that way you would be more accurate with that. I think that would be worth it.
Wait, Nate, the Occult Scepter, what is that, like a BGS for Magic?
Yes. Except it drops its mage defense, so you're hitting harder no matter what. It's not like a normal BGS where it just drops the boss's defense. It's the magic defense that goes down.
Interesting. I was thinking last night, like, because we were splashing like crazy, I was like, normally I BGS, and I was thinking, like, Nate doesn't have a good BGS spec weapon.
I really don't. Like, the only one that I could possibly get is, like, a bone dagger.
The bone dagger.
The bone dagger would, like, be the only thing that I could use. Because I would hit a max hit of, like, a 20, which going down 20 defense could help. But also I'm missing out on those berserk hits.
True. It is like play one for the team or selfishly hit all 3 hits.
Yeah. I mean, that's where my mind is at the same time with doing it in solos too. I'm like, do I want to bring it as a spec or is this fine? But yeah, I just greed the hits.
So excluding the lack of points from Kandarin, is it still like have you tried killing things without a Occult and Torment? Like, do you see a huge dip in DPS?
No, I haven't. But I mean, once you get Shadow, I would imagine that it doesn't even matter.
I guess Berserker kind of makes up for that lack of damage then. It's the same concept when you're talking about runic prayers.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, you may get like an extra like a 5% magic defense or DPS with one of the prayers, but Berserker you're getting like an extra like 30%. So it doesn't really, you don't feel a difference. I mean, I will be honest, like
Berserker's just strong.
I mean, it's the same thing with me with the range build, that it feels like even though I have Missouri and whatever, it doesn't really matter. I could literally be a nothing and it'll be fine because all I do with the ZCB anyways is just spec. I just spec, and then like during the downtime I'm just healing back up and then I spec again. So like me having the extra thingy it doesn't, I don't feel it, like the extra percent damage from the Missouri.
Yeah, the Missouri really is just there as armor so that way you don't die.
Yeah, I guess that's the only thing, just tankiness. Zaya is fine. I do like chambers for the thing. Definitely not like us, they added the, what's it called, the quality of life during leagues as well.
Yeah, I haven't tested it out, and I purposely didn't choose Zaya because of that, because I wanted to experience it fresh.
The only downside with Zaya is if you have a ZAD build, you have to have a shadow to like really do anything with the magic hand, or DCB to just spec the magic hand consistently, because it is not fun killing that mage hand with scuff gear. I initially tried with a 5-tick weapon. I was like, oh no, I am just hitting almost nothing. I'm just screwed. I think literally my ZCB does more DPS by just specking. I haven't done challenge mode either. I need to go eventually do that.
Yeah, challenge mode, I would imagine it would be pretty easy in leagues.
Yeah, asterisks. Remember the whole thing with the magic weapon? At least the range relic head goes down pretty fast.
Oh yeah, you're just destroying it, and plus the axe probably helps out quite a bit with the melee hand and the mage hand.
Oh yeah, that's the only way for me to actually like effectively do it. Like you ZCB into 20% and then you spec on the last phase. Of course, you get to 20%. Then your melee one's 20%. Then you just go whack whack.
Wacka wacka.
Whack whack. Waka waka.
Yeah. I'm like 30 tasks off from Asgarnia. So close.
Nice. And Asgard is your last region.
Mm-hmm. Kind of a grind to get there, but we're very, very close. Terwa second wasn't the best choice, but whatever.
At least you won't have any competition getting that Crystal Impling this time around.
I know. Yeah, there's some people that I've seen there, but not that many.
It was kind of funny during the first Trailblazer, just you and I just hopping worlds like on the dots, waiting, trying to find it like one in each corner.
Mm-hmm.
One in each corner, and then like you went over drop rate many times for the stupid signet.
Yes, I did.
And then here I am. I think I got like 4 of them. I got like, well, not fuck. I got like 4 different signets within like under drop rate of like one of them.
Yeah, I'm not super thrilled about that, but I mean, whatever. We got it in the end, and we barely got dragon rank.
Sparkly dragon rank with the scuff region and relics.
Mm-hmm. Scuff region, scuff relics.
Yeah, we were playing a hard mode version of that league. That person has a Slayer helm.
Slayer helm.
Mm-hmm. When I do Inferno, I'm going to do it on my mage account first, only because it is piss easy. Literally Berserker, boom, 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 boom. And then if I fuck up somehow, I just sit behind a pill for 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when I was doing the Inferno, I fucked up twice on Zuck, and I was like, alright, well, I'm glad that I had the Undying up, because I'm just bad.
I think when I do on my main account, I think actually, Nate, I got a question. I've never done this thing before because I have never done as much DPS in the main game compared to whatever. If you were to hit, what's the, like, you need up to 800 am, he needs to get to like 600 to pause, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what happens if you get to 600 before the first set even spawns?
There is a timer that starts as soon as Jad spawns. So, kill Jad fast.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, okay, so like, typically it's you start the thing and then you go to like left or right, and then by the time it hits once, so like let's say it goes left first, and then as soon as it hits right, I believe that's when it spawns the first set.
Yes.
So if you were to phase before that happens, how is the timer like?
The timer pauses, and I believe that you get an extra like minute 20 or something. You get extra time if you phase it before the next set spawns.
Well, that's the thing. The first set never spawned.
Yeah, you get time for that first set then.
Okay, so like hypothetically, you attack it, and let's say it was going to spawn in 1 second right before it got to the end part of the thing. You hit it at 600 and it pauses. So you have 1 second before it spawns. So it pauses, and then when Jad spawns, it adds 100 and was 1 minute and 45 seconds to the 1 second that you had.
Yeah. So you'll get you'll get that extra time off of what you had.
So, in theory, it's probably not good to do that then, because you would have 1 second compared to 3 minutes 30 seconds plus 1 minute and 45 seconds. Because if you spawned it at least and then hit it to past 600, it pauses right then and there. You kill the 2 minions, and then once it unpauses, you have 3 minutes 30 seconds plus 1 minute 45. So at that point, you don't have to worry about the set for the rest of the raid if you kill it fast enough.
If you kill it fast enough, you might get a no set, which has been done.
I wonder.
I think you could probably get it done.
Wait, Nate. So I wonder if it's even possible to kill Zuck through the healers in leagues.
You can. You could 100%. I mean, I'm sure that if you take your little axe and you swing it at him at the perfect moment, you could do it.
Think about the axe.
I
I didn't think about the axe. Wait.
I'm sure you could do it.
Wait, what HP does he spawn at, though? Let's see here.
I think it's at 20%.
No. How much HP does he have? Like 1,000 or 800?
I don't know.
Here, I'm gonna look up this up because I need.
I think it's 1,200.
Oh, wait a minute. I think we're onto something here. Okay, let's see. Old school Zuck. Old school Zuck is 1,200. Yeah, you're right. So what's 20% of that?
20% of that is a 20 or a 240.
240. Wait, dude, that's exactly when Healers comes out.
Mm-hmm.
So when Healers come out, if you do it on the tick, you could potentially just kill him.
You could potentially kill him. But I would do it, if I were you and you were planning on doing that, I would make sure that you're in the middle because I don't know the attack range on your...
Yeah. I think what I would do first is I will at least play with the axe like before Enrage starts, just to like see if I could reach him. Definitely on long range because short range, very short. But yeah, he spawns exactly at 4. I'm pretty sure whenever he spawns, healers don't instantly heal like the same tick. So if you do it fast enough, you may be able to whack him before the 120. And even in the slightest case that it does heal him, like just like how Wardens gets healed a little bit sometimes, it still calculates the initial damage. So that means you could throw the axe again and hopefully finish him off. That's my guess on it.
Pineapple pizza. Sorry.
Pineapple
I'm
pizza.
distracted. I'm making pineapple pizza.
Pineapple pizza. It's the pizza.
For Seto.
If I was feeling ballsy enough, I could probably also just say screw the Jads and get that one task. The Yad, what are you doing here?
Yeah, what are you doing here? You probably could.
Yeah.
It's very, very doable. There's a chef's hat.
Yad. Let's see here. Combat achievements. I'm currently at... Okay, so I need 255 points into the next one. I don't know what other ones I could squeeze by. I'm pretty sure I'll probably get a few from Inferno, so definitely look into that. Yeah, there's the Jad one. Kill Zuck without killing Jad. And also this Infernal speedrun, 65 minutes.
Oh, it's easy. Mine was like a 50-minute run.
Jesus.
It's so easy.
Yeah, there's a lot of combat points there, so it's possible to get the elite one done. Yeah, so like my thing, I think what I'm gonna do is like once I get hit dragon, just casually do things, and then like towards the end of the league, if there's like, let's say that there's a collection lock for like 800, I'm like at 795. I'll just go get 5 more things. Same with the combat thing. If I'm like super close to a combat thing, then I'll go do that, so that get the extra little points before the league's over.
Mm-hmm. And then Seto gets practice for his main game Inferno.
Ugh, yucky.
Why not, Seto? It's fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fun, Seto.
Okay. Nate, do you have the Pokemon DLC thing?
No, I don't have it.
Okay, well, the Pokemon DLC is out. I'm gonna be playing that soon. TM.
Okay.
I'm trying
Yeah,
to
I'll
think.
probably play it after leagues
Nice.
because I'm sure the burnout will be pretty good. So
Yeah.
looking forward to a good break.
Yeah, I'm gonna feel the same way. I'm just not gonna touch RuneScape for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Both this and the main game. I mean, sorry, the main account or the Iron Man.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be some time needed.
Yep. My teammate Bible got Dragon today, so I'm not sure if he's gonna continue playing though. I'm gonna ask him.
Yeah.
But, you know, some people once they get their Dragon rank, they're probably just gonna slow down or not touch anymore because they're like, oh, I'm done.
Done.
Done. It all depends on what the goal is. Like, if you want points for buying cosmetics, then people probably continue. If you just want the dragon, you know, people will stop after the dragon. If people just want to have fun after things like, you know, go kill bosses with overpowered relics, they'll probably do that. It all depends on the user, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
For my main account, I'm just gonna do all the tasks I want. Once I get dragon, I'm gonna slow down, definitely focus on the other account, and then once both of them are dragon, then we'll play from there. Let's see how things play out. How much time I have left for the league before the league ends.
I'll probably do the same, but I still want to get the damn shadow because the shadow, it's not completely dependent, but
Yeah, I mean, for you, like if you get the shadow, that's a free Leviathan as well. Like people just go camp Leviathan, bam, 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 dead.
I'll go kill everything.
Yeah.
I'll go kill absolutely everything.
Is there a certain pet you want before the league?
I'm sure I want TOA pet. TOA pet would be good.
Does that roll whenever you get a purple? Or only like
Anytime that you complete a raid.
Oh, okay. So it's not like chambers. Yeah, because the chamber one I have, the freaking omelet, I think that only rolls whenever you get a purple.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, in theory, it is an easier pet to obtain in leagues.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with, like, Sire. Like, technically, Sire is easier because you roll based on Sires.
Yeah. But it's every raid, and I'm kind of surprised that we haven't gotten it knocked out yet.
Yep, same here.
Yep.
I haven't seen it. Will. Yeah, I believe. At least that's the one thing I do enjoy, just raiding, like, you know, with friends like that. It really does suck that, like I mentioned before, that TOA and TOB do not have purple rolls per person, because it makes it so that you have to only duo or solo, which sucks. Because imagine going in with a raid and just seeing the chaos with everyone's relics. I just want to see, you know, that happen. I only see it with people mass chambers. That's the only one, because that's the only one people could get purples with, like everyone.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, imagine just going to TOA and just seeing like every ranger spec with ZCV, like just instantly drop Zevik.
That'd be very, very nice. Because, like, honestly, those raids would be incredibly fast.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe we'll get like a group of people at the very end of the league. Because at that point, if you don't get the shadow by then, yeah, you know, that extra like week is probably not gonna matter.
Yeah, it's not gonna matter.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're gonna end off very soon because I'm about to hit the 99 crafting on this account, and this is the last AFK I could do besides, I guess, mining. I'm just gonna go every single time I'm on this. In fact, I think I'm gonna do that when I do the Pokemon stream. I think I'm just gonna go find the Shooting Star World stuff and just AFK that while I'm playing Pokemon.
It's honestly so good. It's so nice.
Okay, Nate, here we go in 3, 2, 1. Wait, one more. There we go. 99 crafting.
Easy setup.
Yay! We're done. So, this account, like, it is kind of crazy how close this account is from maxing to. And I've just been AFKing, I've just passively getting it. Woo, 99. Yep. Giant's Foundries, how I'm going to do smithing. Fire making, I already have all the logs, will take me less than an hour because, was it 10 mil XP an hour at the Grand Exchange? Slayer, I think I have Jad as my task right now. I could go do that later. And then of course rune crafting, it's a slow one, unfortunately. And then after that, that's pretty much it. Herblore will go with farming, which I already mentioned before. I would just get seeds from Kingdom. But yeah, it has been fun. So we discussed all the relics, all the regions. Just had a good time just talking about things. So it was fun, Nate.
Yeah. I'm gonna go cook dinner here in a minute.
Oh, Chef Boy Nate.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
and by cook, I mean I'm gonna reheat it.
Well, I'm gonna go and get ready for the Pokemon thing. We're gonna do the new DLC, Blueberry Academy. The only thing, like I said, I don't want any spoilers, but the only thing I saw from people talking about it real fast on the Discord was people were saying it's hard. It's like, I was like, oh, finally,
Good,
we actually
the last game was easy.
I know. I was like, that's
blew through that.
Because here's the thing, with Pokemon games, and definitely when you're like training things up, like you get these Pokemon that are like super overpowered, but there's like nothing to use it on because everyone in the game is piss easy. So you may train like a level 100 Kyogre, and it's like Kyogre could just dominate. It's like, well, that was fun. Like there's no challenge. So if the DLC Blueberry Academy thingy is actually like, I think James said it was it's almost like Pokemon Coliseum. That's always 2-on-2. So double battles.
Yeah.
Which I like more because it always has way more strategy. Also, it gives certain items or certain attacks actual like use. In singles, you'll never just want to spam protect. Like what we're gonna do, just stall one turn.
No, it's not worth it.
Yeah, there's other abilities that help other teammates. So like, and here's the other funny thing with Pokemon. For many years, like VGC, the competitive thing has always been doubles, but you never practice doubles in the main game because there's no like facility or thing to do doubles. And I think the last time they ever did something like that was like Pokemon Coliseum, or maybe even Pokemon Emerald with the Battle Frontier.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, hopefully it is fun. It's a fun challenge. That's what I'm hoping for. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing that in a bit. So anyways, I'll talk to you later, Nate. Thanks for playing around.
Bye, Sato.
Bye. Okay, well, say goodbye to Nate, everyone. Bye. Okay, so anyways, we're gonna end it off there. So like I said, we're gonna take a smaller break, and then we're gonna prepare for the Pokemon stream. So if you guys are in the chat, just stick around. I'll restart the stream in a few minutes, and we'll do Pokemon. Okay, and for people watching on the VOD end, it has been a nice 1 full month of leagues, as mentioned before. Main account's almost dragon, this account's like halfway through, and I will still continue streaming leagues going forward. We still have about a month left to do whatever we want before the servers go down. Okay, and besides that, talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching. Say bye.